No one knows how long the room had been there. The house had been inspected twice before the sale. Blueprints showed nothing unusual. The previous owner claimed it had always been a 2-bedroom home. But when the new owners began renovating, they found a door behind a sheet of drywall at the end of the hallway. No handle, no hinges, just a door-shaped outline in the wall. It took hours to cut it open. Behind it was a narrow room, barely wide enough to stand in. The walls were unpainted wood. The floor was bare concrete. There were no windows, no vents, and no signs that space had ever been used, except for the marks at eye level. Running along all 4 walls were shallow grooves in the wood, hundreds of them, close together, uneven, as if someone had dragged their fingernails along the surface again and again. Pacing the room in slow circles, at first, the owners joked about it, a prank by a previous resident, an old panic room. Something unfinished and forgotten. That night, they both dreamed the same thing. They stood in the narrow room, their backs pressed against opposite walls. The door was sealed shut. The air felt thick and stale, as if it had been breathed too many times already. There was someone else in the room with them. They couldn't see it, that they could feel it turning its head from one to the other, deciding. When they woke, both were gasping for air. The dreams continued. Always the same room, always the same presence. Each night, it stood a little closer. Each night, the room felt smaller. They sealed the opening again. Fresh drywall, new paint. The hallway looked normal. The dreams did not stop. Soon, they began to hear sounds while awake. Soft scratching from inside the walls. Not constant, just enough to notice when the house was quiet. The sound moved slowly, as if following them from room to room. A contractor was called. He cut into the wall to investigate. He found the room. Again, it was different. The grooves were deeper now, splintered, fresh, and were footprints on the floor, bare human to many. The contractor refused to finish the job. He left his tools behind and would not answer calls. The couple stopped sleeping altogether. On the 7th night, the husband woke to find his wife sitting upright in bed, staring at the wall where the room was hidden. She was whispering when he asked what she was saying. She turned to him, confused. "I thought you were talking to me," she said. They moved out the next morning. The house was sold again within a month. The new owners never mentioned finding a hidden room. However, neighbors claimed that the lights in the house turn on and off at night. They say sometimes a figure stands in the hallway, facing the wall at the end, perfectly still, as if listening for something on the other side. Sometimes, very late, they hear scratching, slow, patient, like something counting the nights until it's let out again.